What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? My peopleizations. Let's talk about it. Blue blood boxing after dark. Let's talk about it, my peopleizations. Okay, the sad truth in the sport of boxing. What takes place in the sport of boxing? The politics in the sport of boxing. That ain't cool. Okay, you got George Kambosos Jr. officially ducking and avoiding Devin Haney. That ain't cool, and it's being celebrated. High event, Jay, Titan Hall, Hard Body J Timo, my brother, David Da Vinci, Crane Enterprise, Jay Harris, Too Real, boxing match of Dwayne Freeman, John J. Doe, Jay, Punch Drunk 412, Nicholas Simmons, Ray Uriel, Dwayne Broussard, Jeremy Maddox, Titan Hall, Taquan Savage, my brother, where you been at? Knock Your Block Oseto, Texas 806, Chaz 313, Detroit in the building, Terrell Brooks, CJ, Walter Cook, Akondo Sammy Hassan, my brother keeper, Stephen Taylor, Flat Out Rude. What's going on? He said, I was a fan of Kambosos too. Shaking my head. He definitely lost some fans. Oh, facts. Cole Elder Doug, what's going on? Kimber 4509, Robbie Sanders, Matthew Thomas, Adrian Dones, what's going on? Young Bruce, Mano, Fabian Terry, AJ64, Shogun 76, $12, Juan Castro, Gerald Slappy, Matthew Watkins, 505, 5052 Coop, Zaire Presley, CJ Andre, Lamarcus Robinson, Douglas Duran, KJ 412, Antonio Peralta, Sylvester Solomon 2011. What's going on? He said, I've been on my Kambosos, I've been ducking. Andre, Just Joe Boxing. What's going on? Just Do Boxing. Porter Ovo, Cayenne Adams Sr. What's going on? James Johnson, Marmar, Corparo 6. What's going on? Yeah, so let's get into this, right? Charles Jameson, what's going on? It's being celebrated that George Kambosos Jr., newly crowned unified lightweight world champion, right, is avoiding Devin Haney, and he's making it clear. Terrell Brooks, what's going on? Right? And the fans are celebrating this. Jeremy Maddox, brother in the super chat. You called it politics. They all duck Haney. Like this for him. Everybody talks except let's fight, though. Yep, Bill Haney. Facts. So here's the thing. Timothy Robinson, what's going on? George Kambosos Jr. told me this. Jose Valdez Carranza workout. What's going on? Juan Galaviz. What's going on? He told me this to my face. When I asked George Kambosos Jr., I said, George Kambosos Jr., your promoter, Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella, should not be celebrated in the sport of boxing, brother. Groundhog Sports Nation, Anwar Willis, Rico Breland, John Blaze 06, Jay Gadget. What's going on? Tiana Scott, Peace of Blessings, Queen. Brent Lawson, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. We got 250 people. Let's get 250 likes. Okay? So this is not cool. And this is what hurts the sport of boxing. This is what we don't need in the sport of boxing. It needs to be done away with in the sport of boxing. Period. We don't need stuff like this in the sport of boxing, causing more confusion just for the politics, just because you have promoters, just because you have managers. Their pride and their own competitive nature is getting in the way of the sport of boxing, and they are not getting in the ring. Abe Tsunami, what's going on? The managers and the promoters are not getting in the ring, and yet they are blocking the fans from getting the best fights that the fights need to see. Chris Rob Media TV, what's going on? And you have these fighters like George Kambosos Jr., Rodolfo Felix, what's going on? Who stood in my face, Kay Causey, what's going on? And I asked George Kambosos, Trevor Carter, what's going on? I said, George, your promoter, Lou DiBella, stated that Devin Haney's an email champion and that he wasn't on the radar and that the number one objective was to secure a big money fight. Big Worm, what's going on? Kevin Moniz, what's going on? A big money fight, people. You don't believe me? Go look at the receipts. Grail Sobelli, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. We got 270 people. Let's get 270 likes. Smash the like button. And so I asked him, Jay Hoover 07, my brother, what's going on? Mike Biggs Boxing. Go subscribe to my brother, Mike Biggs Boxing. Curtis Price, what's going on? And I asked him, General Khan Key, what's going on? What did he say? What'd you say, General Khan Key? Don't time him out. Don't block him. Don't do nothing. Jab Jamboree, what's going on? You said keep posting your own narratives, General Khan Key, right? What own narratives? Because I'm going to use you as an example. St. Louis Mick, what's going on? Emerson Mel, what's going on? You said keep pushing my own narrative. What narratives? Go ahead, tell us. Next level, what's going on? You said Devin Haney pricing himself out. How could Devin Haney price himself out when George Kambosos Jr. just told Devin Haney to send over the money? What are you talking about? See, it's people like that. It's fans like that we don't need in the sport of boxing. People that don't know what they're talking about. Talking about Devin Haney pricing. How could Devin Haney price himself out when it's his own money that's coming out his own pocket? Sweet Pea, what's going on? Riz, what's going on? Uno Flores, what's going on? When you have George Kambosos Jr. telling Devin Haney to sell his jewelry to pay his purse so that he can have the money to pay for his purse, and yet you got people like this guy coming here talking about Devin Haney's pricing himself out. How could you price yourself out of your own money? See, because it's people like that. They're not fans of the sport of boxing. Terry Smoot Jr., what's going on? And we have too many people, Eric Gomes, what's going on? Relying on casual fans in the sport of boxing that are not fans of the sport of boxing. Like him. Talking about Devin Haney pricing himself out of his own money. How's he pricing himself out of his own money? When you had Lou DiBella, just days after George Kambosos Jr. beat Teofimo Lopez on the Boxing Voice, telling the world that Devin Haney was the email champion before Devin Haney even had his fight. Mr. VA Fitted, what's going on? Before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Jojo Diaz, you had Lou DiBella on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the brother Ness. On the Boxing Voice, saying that Devin Haney's the email champ. He ain't even a real champ. We ain't even thinking about Devin Haney. So how is he pricing himself out when they already told you from before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Diaz that they was going in a different direction? But you see, he's not a fan of the sport of boxing. R2J Story, what's going on? He's not a fan. John Walker, what's going on? Mr. 18s, what's going on? Jay Harris, 2 Real Brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a gup on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said that he's looking for money but ducking Haney. That'll be his biggest payday, seeing as though Eddie Hearn knows what his biggest purse was. Facts. Your Fabio Day, what's going on? But this is the same guy who told the world, Chris Ray, what's going on? This is the same guy in George Kambosos Jr., Paul Obin, what's going on? Who told the world that it's not about money, it's about legacy and entertaining the fans. Ain't that what he said? Black Ham TV, what's going on? Kane the Bad Guy, what's going on? And we have 370 people, and we have 170 likes. Mr. Blue, what's going on? Joseph Bradley, what's going on? We have 370 people, and we have 170 likes. Get the likes all the way up. So, right? Now, you have a guy who is on record. Mustafa Malik, it's not ducking, it's called business. Can't blame him. Okay, watch this now. See, national champion, what's going on? Boxing matchup, what's going on? Because Mustafa Malik is not a fan of the sport of boxing. We already established that a long time ago, right? Royals Universe, what's going on? Mustafa Malik is not a fan of the sport of boxing. Hoops Knockout, KF Dub, what's going on? We already established that a long time ago. He's not a fan of the sport of boxing. He's just here, right? When you mention Jaron Ennis or you mention Devin Haney, PLG Ski, what's going on? Lil Bounce Bright, what's going on? Or you mention any of the upcoming boxers like Shakur Stevenson and those guys. He's just here to go against the grain and go against them, right? Eric Flores, what's going on? PLG Ski, what's going on? That's what Mustafa Malik is here for. So he said it's called business. What business sense do it make to not take the legacy fight and the more money? iMac Music, what's going on? Douglas Duran, what's going on? It's abundantly clear he's going to make more money fighting Devin Haney than he would Lomachenko. It's abundantly clear he's going to make more money fighting Devin Haney, right, than he's going to make fighting a tune-up. Jay Stevens, what's going on? Oh, now my brother, what's going on? Cuatro Loso, what's going on? Right? So he's going to make, how could you say it's business? Eric Flores, what's going on? That doesn't even add up. Yeah, Jay Stevens, the Bengals lost bad coaching. CJ, what's going on? So how could you say it's a business move when you are set to make more money with Devin Haney than a tune-up fight? You want Devin Haney to spew out all the money, but then you want to have you want to call the A-side shots, but you don't want to pay A-side money. Gio James Khalil 98, Matthew the Great, what's going on? But when it's Devin Haney, y'all will be quick to say Devin Haney and Bill Haney don't have no money. Eddie Hearn don't have no money. Cyrus the Gaston, what's going on? That's what y'all be quick to say. Where's the money? They don't have no money. Why they ain't paying the fighters? Okay, Mark West, what's going on? AB Dollar Sign, what's going on? Right? Anthony Macias, what's going on? Cyrus Gaston, what's going on? They'll be quick to say that, right? Okay, so let's say that's the case. Pay Devin Haney like he weigh, because Devin Haney, we know, like Gervonta Tank Davis, is the second highest paid fighter behind only Gervonta Tank Davis. El Rivy, what's going on? Now, let me ask y'all a question. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Dominic Seaborn, what's going on? Derek Styles, what's going on? El Rivy, what's going on? So now watch this now. David Erasmo, what's going on? Now watch this now. Armani, what's going on? Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't hold a piece to the puzzle to Undisputed and that legacy, right? But if Gervonta Tank Davis was in negotiations with George Kambosos Jr. right now, and George Kambosos Jr. is trying to, and Lou DiBella trying to lowball Gervonta Tank Davis, would y'all be telling Gervonta Tank Davis just take the lowball money? Sakari Bay Area, what's going on? No. Maharba Salam, what's going on? Mark West, what's going on? Josh Sanders, what's going on? Nobody would be saying, oh, he should just take the money. He's pricing himself out. Devin Haney is the second highest paid athlete, boxer, only behind Tank Davis from junior welterweight on down. And yet people are saying that Devin Haney is pricing himself out. But would anybody be telling you that Tank Davis is pricing himself out? Texas Bulldog Boxing, brother in the super chat. He said, George officially unified champ number 3 to avoid Haney. Yep. Now, watch this now. You know why you won't be pricing? You won't be claiming, right? Oh, Tank is pricing himself out, right? You know why? Mitch, what's going on? Drama TV, what's going on? The journey of controlling thoughts, what's going on? You know why you wouldn't be saying that? Because Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe told you that Tank is the highest paid fighter from 140 on down. He's the pay-per-view star, right? And so you're going to believe Floyd Mayweather because you see Floyd Mayweather's a billionaire. Rodolfo Fields, what's going on? Derek Styles, what's going on? Mitch, what's going on? And because you've seen Leonard Ellerbe on that level already. Roger Mudd, Antonio Gonzalez, with Chavez, what's going on? With Floyd Mayweather. So you're going to believe them. But see, because Bill Haney and Devin Haney is doing it from the mud, and you're watching the beginning roots of Bill Haney and Devin Haney bringing it up from the mud, you don't believe them. You don't believe them. Marky Dan 123, brother in super chat. I blame Hearn. Devin needs to get away from him. It ain't got nothing to do with Eddie Hearn. Absolutely nothing to do with Eddie Hearn. Zero, zilt, nothing. We have 240 likes and 500 people here. I'm about to be done with this. Pedro M. Serrano, what's going on? Muhammad Hajab, what's going on? He said, no, we only go by receipts. I don't believe him. Okay, Muhammad Hijab. He said, we only go by receipts. What receipts? Watch this now. See, this is what I'm talking about. People be come here making up stuff. Maharaj Hajam, he said, no, we only go by receipts. We don't, I don't believe him. Okay, Sakari San Francisco, what's going on? You don't believe who? What receipts you saw from Tank? I'll wait. Where's the receipts? Go ahead, Maharaj Hajam. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. He said we only go by the receipts. Okay, what receipts you saw from Tank? Now, I'm not saying he is or he's not. But since you said you go by receipts, then what receipts you saw? Go ahead, tell us. Silent 7X, what's going on? Go ahead, tell us. Where's the receipts, brother? Share my live, what's going on? Randy Wilson, what's going on? Go ahead, tell us. George 415, what's going on? Jose Verge, what's going on? Tell us what receipt you saw. John Walker, brother in super chat. He said it's like Haney has to purposefully look vulnerable or purposely look vulnerable in his next fight just to get bosses to fight him. It's sad. Agreed. So what receipts did you see? Get the likes up. We need to have 500 likes right now. Spade up 36. What's going on? Jerron Purtle, what's going on? H. Sneed, what's going on? I'm not saying he is or he's not. I'm just asking you. You said you saw receipts. What receipts you saw from Tank? Caleb Niels, what's going on? And if you believe Leonard Ellerbe and Tank and Floyd Mayweather, then why don't you believe Leonard Ellerbe, Tank, and Floyd Mayweather when they say Devin Haney is the second highest paid fighter behind only them. Cody Johnson, what's going on? Oakdale Woods, what's going on? I'm confused. Purposefully. Yeah. John Walker, what's going on? Big Daddy, what's going on? So if you believe them about theirs, then why don't you believe them when they say about Devin? Matthew the Great, what's going on? Get the likes up to 500. Smash the like button. We got 520 people. We need to have 520 likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Quincy Carter, my brother. Terry Approval, Wright. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Get the likes up, people. We got 520 people and 300 likes. Pete James, T. Scott, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. Smash it. Let's get the likes to 500. Kitchenary, what's going on? So go ahead and tell me. Where'd you go, great brother? Tell me what receipt you saw. Jay Hording, what's going on? Now, I personally believe that Tank is that guy. But I'm asking you, since you said you saw receipts. When I saw DAZN overpaying fighters, Moni Hamilton, what's going on? Bernard Byers Jr., what's going on? Where you been at? Astronaut, what's going on? Razor Neck Tafari, what's going on? I think that DAZN has been overpaying fighters. We've seen receipts of them overpaying fighters. They just paid George Kambosos Jr. his biggest payday in his career. You said you don't believe them. You need to see receipts. So I'm asking you what receipts you saw from everybody else. Von Glorious, what's going on? Van Glorious, what's going on? Since you don't believe the two guys that have taken their destiny into their own hands, right? And are there doing it their own way, right? You see the receipts. You see the lifestyle of Devin Haney. You can't afford that lifestyle. You can't fake the lifestyle, brother. Okay? Jeff Sixline, what's going on? Let me show you something. I've been to Devin Haney's mansion. I've been to Bill Haney's mansion. Okay? All Devin cars that you see on social media are all in his driveway and in his garage, brother. The basketball court in his backyard? Oh, it's in his backyard, brother. So, I don't know what receipts you need for the boss, what's going on. But I see the lifestyle. I've been there. You said I didn't say nothing about Haney. You said I don't believe them. I need to see receipts. Then who are you referring to, brother? I'm confused. Get the likes up to 500. We got 560 people, and we still don't have 400 likes. We don't even have 360 likes. Get the likes up to 500. Smash the like button. I'm confused. You said you need to see receipts, but then I'm asking you who you need to receive the receipts from. I'm confused. Let me show you receipts. Sheena, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? LB and Mayweather receipts. Well, I can tell you, Tank Davis lives a very good lifestyle. There is no question. So now you're saying you need to see the receipts from Leonard LB and Tank. Tank did the second highest gate in he did the third highest gate in 2020. Titan Hall, what's going on? Every fight I've been to, Javante Tank Davis, right? 50 bands, what's going on? They're not making this up. Tank Davis, Leonard Ellaby, and Floyd Mayweather, they're not making it up. Now, maybe it's exaggerated. Maybe it might be exaggerated. But as far as Tank gates, Tank sells. Tank sells. Tank is a draw. That ain't made up, bro. It ain't made up. Big facts, no cap. What's going on? You may not like the choice of opponent, but Tank is a draw, bro. What happened with Cruz? The Staples Center was sold out. Now, they didn't show us the pay-per-view numbers, but the Staples Center was sold out. But again, let me tell you this, Muhammad Hajab. Let me explain this to you, right? Nobody's pay-per-view numbers, right, are going to be out of this world. Nobody. Because everybody has this right here. Bearded Arthur, what's going on? Everybody has social media. Everybody has access. You see, every time I'm doing a live, right? G times 2929. What's going on? Every time I'm doing a live stream breaking down the fight, all I hear in my chat and all I see is, does anybody have a link? Does anybody? I don't see nobody coming here talking about where they're going to pay for it. We got 3,000 people here, And out of 3,000, you get a 500 comments. Hey man, somebody got the link. Are you going to show the fight? You this it? Nobody wants to pay for nothing. Paul Counter Boxing, my brother. Daniels Darryl 76. What's going on? Nobody's interested in paying. Quincy Carter, brother in Super Chat. I'm sensing a lot of injustice of the young, extremely mature Devin, the Dream Haney. This is a fact. Nobody wants to pay. When Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fought, do you know there was 20 million illegal streams they found out? 20 million, people. How do you expect the pay-per-view numbers, Johnny True Blue Staley, what's going on, to do good numbers when you have 20 million people streaming the fight? Hey, and I'm not, hey, Muhammad Hijab, if you say that, oh, I don't want to pay for these types of levels of fights, cool. That's one thing. But Tank is a draw. He's a draw. The dude, Tank, is a draw. Can't take it from him. The staple, Tank did the third highest gate. That means people showed up. People showed up for Tank at the gate. He sold out in Atlanta. He sold out in LA. He sells out every stadium he goes to. The pay-per-views is a whole different story. That's hard to do. You can't. It's hard when people are setting up their laptops and their cell phones and watching it. Hey, I'm just going to click on here. So I ain't got to pay $60. I ain't got to pay for it. It could be $10. And people going to be like, I ain't paying for it. Slick T, what's going on? Truth Loops, what's going on? Bearded Arthur, Wayne Dash, what's going on? It could be $10 and people going to be saying, man, I ain't paying for that. Believe that. Brick Boy Jones, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Salute, Blue. How was your night going, good brother? Oh, it's going great, man. I enjoyed the night. Slim Thicky, what's going on? Peace and blessings to you. It's going great, man. Enjoyed the weekend with the wife, man, and just watched the Super Bowl with my son. It's going pretty good. Now I'm talking about peopleizations. It's going great, brother. I appreciate you. So I understand Miguel Martinez, brother in Super Chat Blue. I know someone very close to Haney and got insight on how much they offered George. And I know, and I now understand why he felt disrespected. Hit my DM. Listen, here's the thing. Astronaut, what's going on? Miguel Martinez, you hit my DM, but I know the numbers already. And here's the thing, right? Titan Hole, what's going on? And I didn't have to reach out to Devin or Bill to get the number, right? But the thing is this, Muhammad Hijab, brother in the Super Chat, much love to you. Is it more than his highest payday? Yes or no? AJ64, brother in the Super Chat, Kambosos is not a man of his word. Not at all. Arise 12 Tribe, what's going on? Is it more than his highest payday? 50 bands, what's going on? Yes or no? So if it's more than his highest payday, and he said it's not, so that is his highest payday, right? Because we both know it's his highest payday, right? Jose Rico, what's going on? Orthodox 706, what's going on? It's his highest payday, and he's getting an opportunity to get everything he's asking for, right? Miguel Martinez? Is he getting awarded? Are they obliging him and doing everything he wants them to do on top of him getting his highest payday? Quincy Carter, brother, Super Chat Blue, you see Tank getting a true mega fight, and against who? It's going to be hard. Big George 850, what's going on? Tank can fight whoever he wants. He's that dude. He's that dude. I'm being honest. Wayne Dash, what's going on? Hall of Music, what's going on? Kai, what's going on? Quest for Knowledge, what's going on? Big Daddy, what's going on? How come we got 630 people and we still don't even have 450 likes? Austin Wilkes, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? Slim Thicky, appreciate you, Queen. She said, sorry for not acknowledging you with my comment, but you are the GOAT of boxing media. I appreciate you, Queen. Much love to you. A1 Hoops on my brother Manuel H in the building. Drew Titan, the Drew, My brother, go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan. Emmanuel H dropped the link. Go subscribe to the basketball channel. Plat Boys Plays. What's going on? Incognito. What's going on? And I need y'all to click on the link. I'm doing the Warrior 519. What's going on? I'll be in Oakland, California. I'll be doing D-Stacks TV. What's going on? I'll be doing a collab that I need y'all to with ppvblk.prime.com, and I need y'all to support it. Click it on, support it, buy it. I will be out there. I'm starting to commentate. We're gonna make things happen, man. Anthony Macias, what's going on? So now, watch this now. Dre Banks, what's going on? Y'all got a lot of opinions, but how many taking shorts when it's paydays? I don't know who you're referring to, great brother, but I'm going to continue what I was talking about. Chavo TV, what's going on? So now, I need y'all, first off, I need y'all to get the likes up to 600. There's no way I'm going to keep saying that. That's ridiculous, man. We got 645 people here, and we have 460 likes. That's ridiculous, man. Keep up the pace. Smash the like button. It's free. Plastic Cup Boys, Wendell Jackson, what's going on? It's free. There's no way I should have to keep saying smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Delance Johnson, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. King Stubbs, what's going on? Get the likes up to 600. We should have at least 600 likes right now. G. Mill Lewis, what's going on? So now, watch this now. They're going to give George Kambosos Jr. his biggest payday of his career. He said it's not about the money. It's about legacy and entertaining the fans. So you're going to get your biggest payday, and they're going to oblige you and fight you in Australia, where you can't guarantee right now that everything will be open up 100% capacity. So George Kambosos Jr., he wants everything in his favor. He wants to have it on the back burner, right? Jesus Jimenez, what's going on? Right? Where they can have the fight take place in June now. George Kambosos Jr., they keep moving it back. You know why? Because just like Lou DiBella said, they don't know if things is going to open up. They don't know what the rules are going to be. James Darrell 76, brother in the super chat. He said either you're a fighter or not. Stop using money as a reason to duck comp. Exactly. So did you notice that George Kambosos Jr., he started off by saying, oh, we're going to fight in April. Then it moved from April to March. From April to May, right? Then it moved from May now to June. Why? Because Bala KN Dub L, what's going on? I'm in Australia, Aboriginal, man. You all know this place is still in denial about yeah, man. Muhammad Hajab, brother in the super chat. Don't forget Haney is a draw. Ryan is a bigger draw, and they offering more money. But that talk was all BS from George, but you can't blame him. How's Ryan offering more money, brother? How's Ryan? Muhammad Hajab, where you saw Ryan Garcia a bigger draw? Ryan Garcia's gate did $250,000. How's he a big draw? When? Where? Somebody show me. Point me in the direction of the big fight that Ryan Garcia did. Anybody? Kevin Brown, what's going on? Somebody tell me. Where's Ryan Garcia a big draw? When? Where? Who? Who did he fight, and where's this big fight at? Texas Bulldog Boston, brother super chat. Kambosos needs to change his status to unified. Kambosos needs to change his status to not a champion, not acting like a champion. That's what he need to do. I knew it. I told y'all. He said, you tell me Haney first. No, you just said George Kambosos. You just said Ryan Garcia is a massive draw. Why are you asking me about Devin Haney? If Ryan Garcia, it doesn't matter about Devin Haney. Adam Quinos, what's going on? You just said Ryan Garcia is a massive draw. So I said, point to me the fight that Ryan Garcia had this mega fight at. Then you talking about you first about Devin. No, why are you asking me about Devin? You just said Ryan Garcia is a massive draw. So point me in the fight in the direction where he did these massive numbers. Go ahead. Nick Ping, what's going on? Big Daddy, 4M TV, what's going on? Show me. Show me the fight, brother. Show me. Where was it? He did $250,000 against Luke Campbell, the biggest fight of his career. So where is this big fight at? Where's this massive draw at? Where? Show me. Show me the pay-per-view fight he did. Show me the major sellout he did. Show me. Go ahead. Show me. Point me in the direction so I can be there. I need to be informed. Not so nice. Where's Haney's massive draw? Why are we talking about Haney? You just said that Ryan Garcia is a massive draw. Who cares? Let me tell y'all something. See, this is what y'all fail to realize. Mike Valenzuela, what's going on? Randy Wilson, what's going on? This is what y'all fail to realize. You're talking about, oh, is Devin a massive draw? Give me 2 bottles of water, kid. Is Devin a massive draw? Show me where Devin Haney is a massive draw. 2 bottles of water. I don't care if there's only 10 people at the arena when Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney's going to give you your biggest payday, and he's making the second most money, only behind Tank Davis. So who cares if there's only 10 people in attendance, or if there's 10,000, or if there's 100,000, or if there's 200,000, or if he did 5 million pay-per-views? Who cares? You are getting your biggest payday. He's getting his payday. You are getting a legacy fight. Okay? So what difference do it make how many people are in attendance and how many people sold when you getting your money? Please explain that to me. He just got his biggest payday of his career. Where was the massive draw? Who cares? Next Star 55, what's going on? So who cares about, oh, well, Devin Haney? If he's giving you your biggest payday, who cares how many people is in attendance? You think Floyd Mayweather opponents cared how many people was in attendance? Or how many pay-per-views he sold? They getting the biggest payday of their career and an opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather. So why are you talking about him being a draw? When you fight Ryan Garcia, are you getting your biggest payday? No, you're not. So what difference do it make? See, these are the things y'all good. Y'all can get that over on somebody else's platform. Slim Jim 314, what's going on? Let's keep it 55th Street. Right? That sounds good. Right? You can get that over on somebody else's platform that don't understand. CB Sports TV, what's going on? If I'm fighting you and you giving me my biggest payday in my career, I don't care if there's 5 people there. I don't care if there's 10 people there. I don't care if there's 20 people there or 1 million people there. I'm getting paid either which way. Period. Yo, Vu, brother in Super Chat. He said they say everything, but let's fight. Facts. Christian Trillis, what's going on? Daniels Dow 76, brother in Super Chat. Instagram followers not buying pay-per-views. Facts. So what difference do it make? Why are you talking about, hey, but how many people is there? Brent Applewhite, what's going on? What difference does it make to you? Jason Allen, what's going on? My brother, Twiz West Philly, in the building, in the Super Chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother, Twiz West Philly, in the Super Chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue, in the Super Chat. He said, salute, good brother. Kambosos think he's slick. You are only as good as your last fight. He started out sounding like he was mature and different and was about that life and ready to go whenever with whoever. True colors started to show. He need to humble himself. Facts. Facts. He just got his biggest payday in his career. And guess how much that was? They split. J. Hoover 07. Yeah. You know what I see in that dude? J. Hoover 07, I see something beyond what he represents. Trey Dub 234, what's going on? I see somebody in him that will make a change. If that dude had $100 million, he would give away $50 million. Facts. J. Hoover 07, Fly Guy Squad, what's going on? You know, that's what I look through all of the, things that he got going on, says, do, and what he represents. Giovanni Walker, what's going on? And I say to myself, man, I see this dude outside, and people miss those concepts of him, man. It gets overlooked. It gets, everybody looks at what he represents and things of that nature. So, Giovanni Walker, what's going on? I see that dude outside. He wants to do more good than anything, but that's going to always get overlooked. Mac J 88, what's going on? Gabriel Moore, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Salute, Blue. Do you think it's something going on behind the scenes? The reason why the guys won't fight Devin? Yeah, because of what he represents. You understand what I'm saying? What he represents. Damian Mario Perez, what's going on? You know what he represents. He's his own entity, right? He's showing you could do it individually. You don't need a massive promotional company behind you. You just need partnership. He has his own fighters. Devin Haney cards be stacked with his own fighters on his undercard. You understand what I'm saying? Devin Haney's 23, and he's bringing up fighters and finding fighters and signing fighters and having these fighters fight on his cards. And look what he's doing. They don't want that. They don't want that at all. They don't want that at all. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what they want. Wade Hep 31, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the Super Chat. He said these promoters want to rip these fighters off and monopolize their careers for a chance at the title shot, Blue. The Haneys represent independence and can fight without promotional restriction. This is the fact. This is a fact. We still don't have, now we have almost 700 people, and we still don't have 600 likes. Boss Red 357, my brother, what's going on? And we still don't have 600 likes. Johnny Kush, the legend, what's going on? That's amazing, man. That's amazing. When we had 600, 550 people, I'm telling y'all to get the likes up. Still nothing. Now we have 700, and we still don't have 600 likes. Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Carter Wall James, what's going on? It's free. The like button is free. Smash the like button. Alice Rodriguez, what's going on? He said Comey was ranked higher than Devin Haney last two opponents. Well, that should tell you everything you need to know. If Richard Comey was ranked higher than Joseph Diaz, who only had one loss and wasn't brutally knocked out and lost to Gary Russell Jr. and was a former world champion, right? Then that should tell you something. That's nothing to brag at. Richard Comey had multiple losses and was brutally knocked out. So you should ask yourself, what kind of structure is there where he's ranked higher than Joseph Diaz? Instead of trying to brag and say Richard Comey was ranked higher than Devin Haney's last two opponents. Well, ask yourself, why was Richard Comey ranked higher than Joseph Diaz? And if you look at the ranking system, look at the WBA ranking system. That tells you everything you need to know. They got a guy who just beat a guy ranked higher. The guy who lost to the guy he beat is ranked higher than the guy that beat him. That don't tell you something? You bragging about that? What are we talking about here? Muhammad Hajjah, brother in the Super Chat, he said, I think stylistically Haney is easier to fight than Ryan. Ryan can spot George with a left hook, but Haney poses more skill. Ryan has talent. Your opinion. If Devin Haney has more skills and more talent, then how can Ryan Garcia be a more difficult fight? Ryan Garcia is a flat-footed fighter who doesn't move around the ring. He's not versatile. All he has is hand speed and a left hook. And we saw he could get dropped and hurt multiple times. So I don't understand. He got dropped by a left hook by the guy who beat the guy who lost to the guy. So get this. He got dropped by Luke Campbell. Devin Haney got buzzed by Jorge Linares, but Jorge Linares beat Luke Campbell. But everybody says that Devin Haney don't have a chin, but Luke Campbell, who's not known to be a big puncher, drops Ryan Garcia. Now, ask yourself that question. How does that work? How does that work? Terrell Barnes, brother in Super Chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. George is turning into Teofimo 2.0, all cap. No, he's actually worse than Teofimo Lopez. He's actually worse. And let me tell you why. Because at least Teofimo Lopez, he had a promotional company and a network that he had to answer to, that he had to deal with. You understand? And get permission from. George Kambosos Jr., he told me to my face when I asked him, and I told y'all the day he sat on the press conference with Devin Haney and Joseph Diaz press conference, and he started to talk about, oh, I needed to see who's more exciting. I told y'all right then. I told Devin Haney this. I told Bill Haney this. I told Mickey Bay this. I told everybody that would listen. As soon as he started talking about, oh, we need to see how excited he looks. That's why when Devin Haney walked up, the first thing I said to him was, Dev, he said you need to be excited. Because I knew right then, just like I told you guys back then, you know what day that was? That was December 2nd. I told y'all December 2nd that was coming. I told you this was coming December 2nd because I saw his everything changing in him. And I asked him, remember I asked him, I said, your promoter, Lou DiBella, said that you can't fight Devin Haney. He's not interested in fighting Devin Haney. And what did he tell me? He said, it doesn't matter what Lou DiBella says. I'm my promoter. He works for me. That's what he told me on camera. Go look it up. Deontay Mosley, what's going on? But I told y'all this was coming. Yo, Vu, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said, Devin Haney is allegedly the pillow-fisted email champion, and yet nobody is stepping up for such an easy fight. When provided with facts, people resort to, oh, he's not a draw. But Ryan is? Facts. That's a fact. Yo, Vu, that is a fact. So if he's an easy comer, and you made your highest payday against Teofimo Lopez in a unification bout, now Devin Haney is going to offer you a level above that for a legacy and undisputed, and now you're talking about money. Isn't that amazing? Now suddenly we're talking about money. Giovanni Walker, brother Super Chat, they know Haney get them belts and his boxing star can become unlimited. They're trying to stop him from becoming the face of boxing. Facts. Kai, brother in Super Chat, they don't want that young man to make history. Facts. 88 Sports Store, peace be free. What's going on? Miguel Morales, what's going on? Paul Porter, brother in Super Chat, won a couple of dollars on the Super Bowl, came through to break my brother off a percentage. LOL, what up, Blue? Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you, great brother. Muhammad Hajab, brother, back in the Super Chat. You just support black fighters. When it comes to the Jamal Doug Queen, you stay quiet. He hasn't fought no champs in 5 years. And Roy Jones exposed Earl Truly. What is this dude talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Lou Hayne, my brother, a pillar of this Blue Blood Sports TV. Big Texas Clayton Smith, what's going on? You see what he's talking about? Look, what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? John Merriweather, what's going on? The truth will always come out. El Adam, what's going on? Keith Hunter, what's going on? The truth is always going to come out. Now watch this now. This brother said you just supported certain fighters. When it comes to Jamal, Doug Queen. When Jamal Charlo didn't fight anybody, wasn't I the first one to point that out? Where was he? Why didn't he come and donate then? Wasn't I the first one to point out Jamal Charlo only fought 2 world champions in his career? Wasn't I the one that pointed out Jamal Charlo needs to fight David Benavidez? See, he's on the wrong platform. He don't even know what he's talking about. See, because he's not a fan of the sport of boxing. You see, I told you guys I'm always going to draw out who they truly are. Always. See, he has no clue what he's talking about. And he had the audacity to say it out loud with confidence. And have no clue what he's talking about. So now he's talking about, yeah, when Jamal Charlo what? When Jamal Charlo didn't fight David Benavidez, I was one of the first people to point that out. Hello? When Jamal Charlo said that he was going up to 168 to fight Canelo, but not David Benavidez, I pointed that out. Jamal Charlo, I said he only fought 2 fighters in his entire career that were world champions. Ding, I pointed that out. So you use Jamal Charlo because, see, the truth will show. See, the truth here is he has an issue with a certain group of fighters. That's the truth about it. So he's not fond of Jamal Charlo. He don't even know why. And then he says Roy Jones exposed Errol Spence truly. No, Roy Jones was completely incorrect. And if you didn't realize that, again, I know why. St. Louis Mick, what's going on? You're not a fan of the sport of boxing. He's not a fan of the sport of boxing. See how that works? It sounded good, right? But I told you, emotion is always going to overrule facts in these cases. When I'm telling you guys the facts, emotion is always going to come out because you have no facts to come back with. So the only thing you can use is emotion. Thank you, Jay Hoover 07. He said, you even said if he didn't fight Andrade, he's going to start losing his fan base. Facts. So you got to ask yourself this. Where was he when I was saying that? And he's talking about Roy Jones revealed Errol Spence. Roy Jones said Terrence Crawford has a better resume. That's wrong. What are you talking about? No, you just happy once again because you have another fighter at the top. Well, I ain't even got to say the rest. Terry Smooth Jr., brother in the super chat. He said, keep it 55th Street. Keep cooking, Blue. Much love. Salute to you, great brother. Devon Webster, brother in the super chat. Hearn in the zone want Garcia to be what Devin is. I don't know about Devin, Eddie Hearn wanting Garcia to be that because Eddie Hearn, Devon Webster, he has nothing to do with Ryan Garcia. Nothing. VT19, what's going on? He has nothing to do with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia signed Oscar De La Hoya. Paul Cannabasa, what's going on? Drink more water, what's going on? So Eddie Hearn don't want to see Ryan Garcia be anything. He wants Devin Haney. He has vested interest in Devin Haney, not Ryan Garcia. Urban Naturalist, what's going on? He has nothing. He has no connection to. Now maybe the zone may feel that way, but Eddie Hearn hasn't. He don't gain nothing by Ryan Garcia being successful. Pablo 305, what's going on? He has zero. He gets nothing. He gets nothing. He don't benefit from Ryan Garcia being a superstar. Smash the like button, people. Keith Hunter, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. Get the likes up, people, to 1K. Smash the like button. You understand? So he gains nothing by Ryan Garcia being a superstar. Nothing. Because Ryan Garcia is not signed to Matchroom. Golden Boy and DAZN have their own partnership that has nothing to do with Eddie Hearn. So if anything, he will want Devin because he gets a percentage from Devin. He gets money from Devin. Kenneth Buster Move, my brother, what's good with you, great brother? Salute to my brother Kenneth Buster Move, man. Drop the info to your establishment in the chat. Chris Foss official, what's going on? What is the deal with the likes? It supports my grind. Brandon James, what's going on? DF Dub, motivation, my brother, what's going on? Swarm Laguna, what's going on? That's what it does. My hard work, my time. Carlo Realist, what's going on? Salute. That's what it does. So I need y'all to get the likes up. Instead of, we got 750 people and we have 650 likes. Black Star Sports TV, what's going on? We should have at least 1,000 likes. FP, what's going on? So it's amazing to me, right, that everybody wants to make Ryan Garcia a bigger star than what he actually is. Arthur Hawkins, what's going on? But where's all the support for the guy that actually looking to be a boxing star? See, let me tell y'all something. This is how it began with Floyd Mayweather. Maybe y'all don't remember this. FSU was going on. Go support my brother Kenneth Buster Move, 725 Caddy Drive, Fort Washington, Maryland, 2744. Come one, come all. Salute to my brother Kenneth Buster Move, man. El Rivy, what's going on? Jeffy Lavelli, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? Vic G, what's going on? Rolando Rolly Romero's Tank are going to fight, yes. So now here's the thing, right? This is why Floyd Mayweather got in position. And when Floyd Mayweather got in position, he became the guy he became. And this is why when you have Devin Haney and he's unappreciated, right? Muhammad Hijab, if you keep on going that route, right? Then I'm going to block you altogether. I'm trying not to, brother. I'm trying not to. Marco Antonio Luna, what's going on? I'm trying not to, brother. But you keep going down that road. I don't have that here. So I'm asking you again, right? If you keep going down that path, then just don't come. Go elsewhere, brother. It's simple. You got 50,000 platforms that's gonna they're gonna cater to what you believe. Go there. Delavaux, what's going on? B Max 1050, what's going on? Charles Clark, brother in the super chat. He said, "What up, Blue? Garcia versus Kambosos official. Say it ain't so." Yeah, it's gonna be official. They trying everything in their power to make it official. Fayetta Khalik, peace of blessings to you, Queen. Yeah, you know what it is, Kareem Williams. What's going on? Ron Mayberry, what's going on? You know what it is, Fayetta Khalik? You know what it is, Queen? Again, like I tell you guys, people don't like the truth. Marqueen Cole, what's going on? They don't fancy the truth. Right? So, you got plenty of platforms. See, but the thing is, when you come here, Matt Merritt said, who's your source? Now, if I told you that, would they be my source? See, I don't understand why y'all be asking the questions that y'all ask. Why would I? If I told you, hey, man, this guy told me this guy, would they be my source? Do you go somewhere else and ask them who's their source? Malik Rain, what's going on? Do you go elsewhere and say, hey, man, who's your source? Go ask them who their source. Don't ask me that. Yo, Vu, brother in Super Chat, same people talking down on Devin couldn't tell you who Kambosos was a few months ago. But, yeah, let's go with the Devin pricing himself out narrative. Facts. I be who I be. What's going on? Jonathan Aguilar, goodbye. Get him out of here. Goodbye. Nate Johnson, what's going on? Okay, look at this. Watch this now. Nate Johnson, Haney needs to be quiet and just take the flat fee. George, okay, so now let me ask you a question, Nate Johnson. What's the flat fee? Watch this now. What's the flat fee, Nate Johnson? And who offered it to him? Where did it come from? Mr. Tally, 140, what's going on? Marcel Novell, what's going on? Appreciate you. Charles Edward Cheese, my brother, what's going on? Nope, Charles Edward Cheese. They're trying their best not to make it happen. King Grayson, what's going on? Absolutely, they're going to every measure not to make it happen. Every measure. Because they told us from the beginning, Charles Edward Cheese, they didn't want to fight. Deal with the TV, what's going on? Jeffrey H. Lopez, what's going on? But I believe George Kambosos Jr. at his word when he looked me in my face and told me, Natty Dread, what's going on? And told me, when he, Denzel Horton, what's going on? When he looked me in the face and I said, hey, Lou DiBella, I already know Lou DiBella has no interest in fighting Devin Haney. DeAndre C., what's going on? DeAndre Carey. I know he has no interest. From the very beginning, next start, 55, what's going on? Right? As from the never around, what's going on? So from the very moment, Lou DiBella went on, Copper Aboriginal, what's going on, great brother? Now I want y'all to think about this. He went on and did an interview before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Diaz and started talking about Chuck P.C. Ville's boxing, what's going on? And started Dion, a.k.a. Swafford Lewis, what's going on? Darnell Shaver, what's going on? Midwest Kid, 1992. Mercy, what's going on? He started talking about as a promoter. This is a promoter now. He's a promoter. Okay? he did an interview, start talking about Devin Haney being the email champion. Chichi Torres, what's going on? I'm confused. You're the promoter. Your job, right, is to Steve Forbes, what's going on? Your job, Anonymous Professor, what's going on? Your job is to promote fights that the fans want to see. Not have a personal issue with Eddie Hearn, or with if you have one with Bill Haney or whomever you have. That ain't your job. And to start talking about Devin Haney being a email champion, when you know the politics in the sport of boxing and the situation that has been brought to us from the WBC. Kareem Williams, Steve Forbes, what's going on? Charles Edward Cheese, my brother, says, so they know they're going to lose the belt and they want to stretch his 15 minutes of fame. If also doesn't fight Loma, my theory is 100%. Right. So here's the funny part. Sports Express Podcast, what's going on? Here's the funny part. They also saying, oh, well, Lomachenko, he don't want to do this. He don't want a rematch clause. He don't want to do it. Nobody wants to do nothing. Fernando Garcia, what's going on? So from the point he told us, before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Diaz, Lou DiBella was telling you, oh, Devin Haney is an email champion. He ain't a real champion. That's irresponsible on the part of Lou DiBella, who is a promoter. That's not your job to talk down on another fighter. That's not your job. Hamilton still won. What's going on? Frank Demis, what's going on? That's not your job to talk down on another fighter and talk about he's an email champion. What? You never heard Bob Arum say, hey, this guy's an email champion. The whole time with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, although there was ups and downs and Eddie Hearn was saying this and saying that, and this was saying this and this was saying that, Eddie Hearn never said, oh, you know, Deontay Wilder's an email champion. Why would he say that? Why would he say such a thing? Big fact, no cap. What's going on? Hoop Av, brother in the super chat. Kambosos is holding those titles hostage. He will lose in the first defense if he fights Tank, Loma, or Haney. I agree. Kai, brother in super chat. Haney not going to sit around and play with them too long because he will well paid and approaching 140. They're probably trying to stall him out. This is exactly what they're doing. So now think about this, right? Now I want y'all to think about this. Get the likes to 1K. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1K. Now, watch this now. He did all that talking, George Kambosos Jr., about I'm not going to do, right? I'm not going to do with I'm not going to do with Kappa Sports Express Podcast. What's going on? I'm not going to do with George Kambosos, what Teofimo Lopez did. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm going to fight you straight away. Don't worry about that. I'm going to fight you. Maya Egypt, peace of blessings. Steve Cooley, what's going on? Lamont Morris, what's going on? That's what he said. It ain't about money. It's about legacy. So, Muhammad Hajab, brother in Super Chat, blue top 5 pound for pound. Boots, Haney, Spence, Tank, and Frank Martin. Okay. Mustafa Muhammad. Yeah. Dub _ right side, brother in the super chat. Yeah, that's my top 5 best pound for pound. It's funny though, because you continue to come here and support. That's amazing. Hoop Av, brother in super chat. I'm disappointed in Roy Jones Jr. on Spence having to prove himself. Spence is the IBF WBC champ. To me, Roy is or delusion to me. Yeah, he said that his resume needs to improve his resume. Terrence Crawford has a better resume. What is he talking about? Tico, what's going on? So it's clear to me that Roy Jones hasn't clearly paid much attention to both of their careers and who they fought. Because he said, oh, Terrence Crawford is fighting all the best opposition. You know, he fighting the best. We don't know. Errol Spence, he still ain't fight the best. So Errol Spence walked through. He said Errol Spence walked through Mikey Garcia. He wasn't no challenge. He walked through Danny Garcia. He wasn't no challenge. He had a tough time with Sean Porter. I said that was going to be a tough fight, you know, but he still beat Sean Porter. But look at the way Terrence Crawford beat Sean Porter, and look at the way Errol Spence beat Sean Porter. Now, if anybody knows the sport of boxing and knows that theory don't matter, it's Roy Jones. It's Roy Jones. Roy Jones in his prime beat Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins goes up and beat Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver knocks out Roy Jones Jr. So does the triangle theory matter to Carl Phillips? What's going on? So does that theory even matter? Now, again, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he favors Terrence Crawford over Errol Spence, but when you're saying Errol Spence resume is weaker than Terrence Crawford resume, well, he fought Kell Brook in the UK for his first. I don't think y'all understand what Errol Spence did. He went to the UK and fought Kell Brook in the UK for his first title opportunity in front of 60,000 fans. Terrence Crawford went to the UK, won his first world title, but he did so against Ricky Burns. Those are two different levels. Devin Blocker, what's going on? Those are two Groundhouse Sports Nation. What's going on? The whole full. I don't know what's going on, brother. He went and fought Ricky Burns. Kell Brook is a much better fighter than Ricky Burns. Okay. He fought Mikey Garcia, 4-division world champion. Terrence Crawford fought Yuriorkis Gamboa. Who's better? Mikey Garcia, Gamboa. Mikey Garcia. Terrence Crawford fought Victor Postol. Errol Spence fought Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford fought Julius Ndongo for his undisputed title. Terrence Crawford fought Danny Garcia. Errol Spence fought Danny Garcia. You give me Terrence Crawford's top 5 fighters on his resume and the top 5 fighters on Errol Spence's resume. It doesn't compare. Jarrell Campbell, what's going on? It doesn't compare. It's just not facts. You can have your opinion on something, but to say that his resume is better than his, no. $12 said Blue Mikey Doug Gamboa. No, he didn't. He didn't at all. He was dealing with issues with Bob Arum, and he wanted out of his contract. Period. He didn't avoid Yuriorkis Gamboa. AJ64, brother in Super Chat. Devin is a real fighter who wants all the smoke, unlike Kambosos. Facts. Myron Denal, my brother, what's going on? He didn't creme de la creme. What's going on? Third Sim NSU, what's going on? Forever Odds, what's going on? He didn't avoid Gamboa. He didn't want to be with a top ranking Bob Arum no more. And he felt like they wasn't doing the things correctly, and he wanted out. Period. Mikey Garcia is a very confident fighter. Mikey Garcia you think Mikey Garcia didn't think he could beat Gamboa? Of course he did. Of course he does. Of course he does. AZ Landlord, T Bonafide, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Smash it. Get the likes up to 1K. San Diego's greatest rapper, what's going on? So now George Kambosos Jr. and Ryan Garcia, who's fighting Emmanuel Tago. Emmanuel Tago, CB Black, what's going on? Ryan Garcia that could be fighting Isaac Cruz, that told the world, oh, I want to fight Isaac Cruz. He's a C-level fighter. If Isaac Cruz is a C-level fighter and you're not fighting him, then what is Emmanuel Tagle, who's only fought twice in the United States, 33 years of age? I'm confused. That's your choice of opponent. But this is the guy everybody said is a massive draw. So George Kambosos Jr. So now get this. Lou DiBella is supposed to be focusing on negotiating a massive undisputed showdown for his fighter in Australia, George Kambosos Jr. But yet Lou DiBella is negotiating a deal with Ryan Garcia behind the scenes. But George Kambosos Jr. told me and told the world that George Kambosos Jr. is in charge, not Lou DiBella. So let me get this straight. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions are going to pay George Kambosos Jr. a massive amount of money and go to Australia? I'm asking y'all this question. Do you think that Ryan Garcia, do you think, Box Talk 101, what's going on? Jeremy 2684, what's going on? Do you think that Ryan Garcia is going to, and Oscar De La Hoya are going to pay him massive amount of money to go to Australia and fight? Mustafa Malik, brother, back to the Super Chat. Roy Jones probably just meant Bud is a better fighter. Now, you could say he's a better fighter, but no, he made it clear that Terrence Crawford is fighting a better opposition. He made that clear. And I'm confused by that. Victor J, what's going on? So do you think that Oscar De La Hoya is going to reach in his bag? They're going to pay George Kambosos Jr. the amounts of money he's looking for. Anita Dickens, what's going on? And then on top of it, they're going to go to Australia and fight him on top of that. Who believes that? Sports Express Podcast, what's going on? Kai, brother in Super Chat. Blue, why is he screaming 70K arena as leverage like he gonna sell it out? Because he thinks he's a massive draw, right? Victor J, Michael Brown, what's going on? Which is cool. Jim 3317, what's going on? He said he probably said that because Bud got like 9 more pro fights. Terrence Crawford has 38 fights to Errol Spence's 27. So Terrence Crawford actually has 11 fights more than Errol Spence. And he has 29 knockouts. Terrence Crawford has more knockouts than Errol Spence has fights. Cabo Aborigines, what's going on? Monty Bean, what's going on? Right? Terrence Crawford has more knockouts than Errol Spence has fights. Adam Quimos, what's going on? So and Kai. So here's my thing. I don't have a problem with him going and fighting. Right, John lost. What's going on? I don't have an issue with George Kambosos Jr. wanting the fight to take place in Australia. I have the issue with George Kambosos Jr. suddenly acting like he's Oscar De La Hoya in the negotiations with Errol Spence Jr. That's what I have an issue. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to choose the ring site. He wants to choose the date. He wants to choose the location. And he wants to get paid a massive, handsomely. But you said it was, and no. My thing is this. How come nobody has an issue with George Kambosos Jr. doing this? That's what I'm confused at. Why is nobody saying, man, George Kambosos Jr., man, you said this and you said that. Now, all of a sudden, you changing your story. Why isn't anybody saying, George Kambosos Jr., why are you suddenly changing your story? E, what's going on? Because everybody's just enamored with not giving Devin Haney his opportunity. It has nothing to do with George Kambosos Jr. These are not fans of George Kambosos Jr. I continue to tell y'all that. They're not fans of George Kambosos. They're just here because they don't want to see Devin Haney win. right? They're not here because they're George Kambosos Jr. fans. So here's the thing, Crack World, what's going on? So George Kambosos Jr. is now going to fight. I'm interested to see. Ryan Garcia is now going to suddenly go all the way to Australia. This dude can't even make it to the fight right here in his own backyard. Now Ryan Garcia is going to go to Australia. Oh, but the Chief, what's going on? John Malone, what's going on? Yes, sir. Like with Twin B, what's going on? But here's the thing. One Main TV, what's going on? Ryan Garcia was just asked, would you go to Australia and fight George Kambosos? And he was like, that's the first thing he said. Black Swan, what's going on? Lionhearted, what's going on? Bishop, what's going on? The first thing he said when he was asked, hey, would you go to Australia and fight George Kambosos Jr.? No, because I don't want to embarrass him in front of his fans in his hometown. What? And that's okay. Giovanni Lopez, what's going on? Sports Express Podcast, brother in the super chat. He said Ryan Garcia only makes $350K. Devin makes $3.5 million. It should be an easy call, but guess not when you are shaking my head. Facts. But no, Sports Express Podcast. They told me that Ryan Garcia is a major draw. Amazing. The dude was just upset that he couldn't get paid by Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. He's switching trainers. Canelo Alvarez just told you he ain't committed to the sport. Hoop ad, brother in super chat. Fighters in their prime at 168, rank them. James Toney, Canelo, Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr., and Joe Kawasaki. In their prime, James Toney, Andre Ward, Roy Jones. Roy Jones at number 1. I'm going Andre Ward at number 2. James Toney at 3. Canelo at 4, and Joe Kawasaki at 5. And the reason I say that is the reason I have Andre Ward over James Toney is commitment to the sport. Andre Ward, Carl Tigner, what's going on? Andre Ward is never going to let you down. He's always going to be prepared. He's committed to the sport. Not going to come in overweight. Not going to come in out of shape. None of that. Not going to have no excuses. Andre Ward is going to be fully committed. James Toney at his absolute apex and tip-top shape, focus, is a better fighter than Andre Ward. But James Toney, you don't know what the version of James Toney you're going to get. So, and Joe Kawasaki, I can't really rank Joe Kawasaki. Very skilled, very talented, athletic. But I can't give you, tell you, because Joe Kawasaki fought everybody when they was far past their prime. So he's better. Now, I think that all of these guys would beat Canelo Alvarez. Joe Kawasaki will beat Canelo Alvarez. Roy Jones will beat Canelo, Andre Ward, and James Toney. So, but again, Joe Kawasaki, Canelo Alvarez has been in there for me to know that he has shortcomings, right? But I ain't never seen Joe Kawasaki with the absolute best at their apex. I seen Canelo in there with Erislandy Lara at his best, Austin Trout at his best, Floyd Mayweather at his best, Triple G at his best. I seen Canelo Alvarez tested. I ain't never seen Joe Kawasaki tested because all his big fights came when all of these guys was past their prime. So I can't tell you what I'm going to get from Joe Kawasaki. And I can't tell you what I'm going to get from James Toney. So their prime, I can't say what their prime is because what is James Toney prime? James Toney at his absolute best and fully focused and committed is number 2 on this list. And Andre Ward would be at 3. But again, I don't know. And I know we can't speculate. Prime. What is his prime? Daquan Royster, what's going on? Brother in the super chat, my brother Jay Hoover 07, brother dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, bro, Errol Spence win over Kell Brook is back in his backyard when he was Special K giving out chocolate brownies is one of the most underrated wins. I don't know why. Because, let me tell you why. Because Kell Brook already suffered a major injury against Triple G the fight before. C Page 412 game, what's going on? El Rivy, what's going on? Malik Woody, what's going on? That's why he gets overlooked because he already suffered. Kell Brook had an injury, and that gets highlighted more than Errol Spence victory. Facts. That's why. Because Kell Brook was in the British Virgin Islands and Triple G broke his way. Exactly, Charles Edward Cheese. Exactly, Charles Edward Cheese. Those things are always going to be highlighted. Juan Carlo Lario, what's going on? Hoop ad, brother, in super chat. Winky Wright versus Floyd Mayweather at 154. Would Winky give him issues? Give me your breakdown. I think Floyd Mayweather wins. Steve Travago, what's going on? Lee Purcell, what's going on? I think that Winky Wright, high guard, and he would give Floyd subtle issues. Floyd Mayweather deal with his height, his range, but Floyd Mayweather quick, his speed, his athletic ability. He's going to get up underneath Winky Wright's high guard and jab. It's going to be a very boring fight. Floyd Mayweather is going to go to his body. Floyd Mayweather is going to jab him to the solar plex. There's not going to be much action. Floyd Mayweather going to win on points. It's going to be a boring fight, though, because he's not going to commit to the – Winky Wright's not going to commit to anything. And Floyd Jr. Dot, what's going on? Winky Wright's lack of athletic speed would be, cause Winky Wright, I believe, to be hesitant at times. So he won't be very active. He had a beautiful jab, but his jab was very, very effective when you were standing right in front of him. How many guys that you seen Winky Wright have that same effectiveness with guys that are movers and slick and can Floyd Mayweather can hit him in the jab, hit him in the solar plex and move and get out of turn, give him angles and go back down. Because of that high guard like this, when you like this and jab it, bang, 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 that jab is good. Nah, it's just too slow, man. It's too slow. Bishop, brother in super chat, it's really sad that politics of boxing is like this. Them higher ups really tired of dominating the sport. That's what I see. Hey, I can't disagree with you, brother. It's amazing, man. It truly is. This should be automatic. This should not even be a question in nobody's mind at all whatsoever. There shouldn't be a question in anybody's mind about this fight taking place. Nobody should be talking about anything other than Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. Lou DiBella should not be talking about no other fight. This is the fight he should be making for his fighter, for his fighter's legacy. Jaguar, what's going on? This is what he's supposed to be talking about. He should be saying, listen, we're trying to make this happen by all costs. That's what Lou DiBella is supposed to be doing. But no, immediately when the ball was in his court, CS, what's going on? Immediately when the ball was in his court, he started talking about George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney being an email champion. Antoine Wright, what's going on? That is Calvin Johnson, what's going on? That is irresponsible on the part of a promoter. That just lets you know about the sport of boxing. Blue screen, what's going on? No, blue screen. Tank shouldn't be getting this fight. It should be automatic for Undisputed for the fans. It should be Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. Period. That's it. It should be no, to be honest. No, there's no, to be honest, nothing. The two champions are free, and the two champions have network promotional freedom. They should be fighting for Undisputed, and then everything else should be taking place after that. Period. There should be no conversation about nobody else. Jumbo Papers TV, what's going on? Imagine this. Hey, we ain't going to play the Super Bowl because you know what, man? Hey, check this out. Joe Burrow, man, he's an email champion. They didn't really beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs beat themselves. So we ain't going to play the Chiefs. We gonna go ahead. So we ain't gonna play the Rams. You know what we gonna do? We want to play the Chiefs. So we gonna go and play the champions from last year. What are you talking about? GD, what's going on? Manuel Mitchell, what's going on? What are we talking about here? Bacon and eggs, what's going on? What are we talking about? It doesn't even make sense. He said the blue screen. See, somebody else making up stories. The fans are the consumers, and they want to see Tank versus Kambosos. Where you see that at? Aaron Whitelaw, what's going on? Ike Riley, what's going on? Here we go. You blue screen, you're making up stories. Where you see these headlines? Where you see these at? Where? Where's the demand? Where do you see this? Where's anybody talking about that? Where'd you get that from? No, just say you want to see that. Don't tell me the fans are calling for it. Man, goodbye. I don't even want to see you no more. Naughty Feet of Cole, what's going on? I don't even want to see you no more. Goodbye, brother. Goodbye. Thank you for coming, blue screen, but I don't even want to see you no more. Goodbye. J. Rowe, what's going on? Goodbye, man. I'm tired. I don't want to hear people come in there. Oh, man, Haney don't sell. Goodbye. I don't even want to see you here. Don't want to see you here. I don't even want to see you here. J. Rowe, what's going on? I'm so tired of people saying silly stuff like that. Bama Jeff 79, what's going on? Trey Bates, what's going on, great brother? I'm tired of it, man. You don't even know the numbers, and yet you come here regurgitating something you heard and don't even know what's going on. Will Sports TV, what's going on? Oh, Haney don't sell. Who sells more than Haney outside the Tank? Who? So what is you talking about? And Tank is paying, and Devin Haney is paying his opponents more than Tank is paying his. So what are you talking about? And he's the world champion. That's so silly of you to say. Jeffrey Smith, what's going on? Hey, he don't sell. He don't sell what? George Kambosos Jr. don't sell. What are you talking about, man? You ain't even know who George Kambosos Jr. was until now. Now all of a sudden, George Kambosos, well, people want to see George Kambosos. You man. El Rivi, brother in the super chat. Kambosos has 4 belts and Haney getting more money. Shaking my head. Facts. Mr. Valentine, what's going on? Pink Wing, I know. 10. Devin Haney is just not worth the money he thinks he is. What money he think he's worth? Watch this now. Ken May, what's going on? Pinguiano 10. What money does he think he's worth? Watch this now. You said he's not worth the money he think he is. What money is he not worth? What money is he not worth? The Libra 926. What's going on? Go ahead and tell us. I'm interested to know what money he's asking for that he's not worth, that you know about. Unstoppable, what's going on? Sandy E. Rose, brother in super chat. Devin Haney, 27 on the title shot. Lomachenko more losses than losses. Lomachenko more losses, less wins, 7 title shots than when collusion and privilege mix. This is what you get. It's a fact. True GTV, what's going on? Mike Cash, what's going on? Go ahead, brother. Now tell us what you said. He ain't worth the money he think he is. So what money he think he's worth? AOB Chill, what's going on? Go ahead, tell us. Definitely not what he's asking for. Okay, what is he asking for? Look, Queen Rihanna 10, what's going on? What is he asking for? Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, man. He said, shot o'clock, blue, take one with your boy. I ain't got nothing on deck, great brother. Nothing. Took mines with me on vacation with the wife on this weekend. What else do you think is stopping the fight? I'm asking you a question. You just said, Hank, right? Kambosos beat a way better fighter than Teofimo Lopez. How would you know Teofimo Lopez is a way better fighter? Jay Harris, too real, brother in super chat. Let's be real. We didn't see any Kambosos fans before this fight with Teo. Y'all people are fake of Kambosos ducking, period. Facts. So now he says, what else do you think is stopping the fight? Kambosos is not won the fight. So I'm asking you said that he's not worth the money he's looking for. Yet he's the second highest paid fighter from junior welterweight on down. He just got $3 million to fight Joseph Diaz. Do you know how much? He got more money. Watch this now. Devin Haney got more money in his fight with Joseph Diaz than, get this, he got more money in his fight with Joseph Diaz than Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr., and Ryan Garcia put together. I'm going to say it for y'all again. Devin Haney got more money in his fight with Joseph Diaz by himself in that one fight, more than George Kambosos Jr., Teofimo Lopez, and you could throw in Ryan Garcia's purse all at one time, and he got more money than all of them put together. Isn't that something? Ryan Garcia's highest payday is $250,000. Eddie Hearn bid $3.2 million for Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. That's the total pot. $3.2 million was the total pot for George Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez. $3.2 million. And Ryan Garcia got $250,000. So you adding on another, let's just say, give them the benefit of the doubt, $300,000, right? To their 3.2. All three of them combined, Devin Haney got 3.5. Himself. And y'all talking about he ain't worth what he's looking for, but they are. Who bad, brother in the super chat? Okay, last one. Pernell Whitaker versus Floyd Mayweather at 140. How would it go? Floyd Mayweather wins. Floyd Mayweather wins. Ryan Garcia was unhappy that he was unhappy that he was being underpaid. Go back and look at it. Go back and look at it. He's unhappy with Golden Boy that he was being unpaid. Future Boston, what's going on? Future Boston said Eddie Hearn overpays Haney because so he's desperate in getting a U.S. fans. Joseph Diaz crowd was pitch black and MGM Grand. No, I was sitting ringside and it absolutely was not pitch black. What are you talking about? Oh boy, it was pitch black. Where? What fight? Because I was there. I must have missed that one. Maybe I was asleep. Pups 13, what's going on? Salute to Watts, California. L. Adam, what's going on? I was there. So, okay, let's just say this. I don't care who's doing what. The facts are the facts. Keith Hunter, what's going on? Ad Solo, what's going on? Let's say it was only me there in the crowd. And you're saying, well, Eddie Hearn's overpaying him. I don't care if he's overpaying him. And I don't care how many people was there. The facts are the facts. He got more money himself than they got put together. I don't care what the highlight showed you. I was sitting in the ring. So you trying to tell me sitting at the ring, you trying to tell me what was there and what wasn't there. Was you there, Future Boxing? Was you there? Forever Us, brother in Super Chat. Haney trying to fight the best, and when no one wants to fight, that they say he ain't fight anyone. Give the man respect. Facts. Watch this now. Future Boxing, was you there? He said the DAZN highlights. So he didn't even watch the fight. You talking about highlights. You said you wasn't there and you watched the highlights and the highlights told you that it was empty. You didn't even watch the fight. Sherman George, what's going on, great brother? Isn't that amazing? This brother didn't even watch the fight and he's talking about what took place. Amazing, man. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You can't make this stuff up. Boxing matchup, Dwayne Freeman, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, keep schooling these casuals because they obviously don't know their facts. No, they don't. Charles Evans, he's a buy. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. I ski love your content. Salute, Robert. Appreciate you. Corbin Phoenix, what's going on? You can't make this stuff up. Natty Dread, what's going on? So, but here's my thing. Who cares who was there? Who cares? Let's say Eddie Hearn has been overpaying him. Is he getting more money than them? Stop trying to tell me why he's getting more money than them. He's getting more money than they are. Who cares why he's getting more money? Oh, Eddie Hearn is just overpaying him because he's trying to corner the U.S. market. Well, why would he overpay Devin Haney if you said Devin Haney is not a draw? Why would he continue to overpay Devin Haney? Please, that don't make sense. You said he's looking for a major draw here in the States to corner the market. But yet you said Devin Haney is not a major draw. So why would he overpay Devin Haney? Shouldn't he know that Devin Haney is not a major draw? So I'm not going to continue overpaying a guy who's not a major draw. Now, we know this to be true because didn't Leonard Ellaby sit there and he told the world the reason that they're not negotiating a fight with Devin Haney and Tank is because who's going to pay that money? He's getting about $3.5 million per fight. I'm proud of him, but who's going to pay that money? David Jackson, brother Super Chat, why are we surprised? Crocodile Dundee was going to get his what? Facts. Kanishi Bear, what's going on? So what difference does it make? Called the face steal, what's going on? I'm completely confused. So he's giving Devin Haney all his money because he's trying to corner the market and he just wants a U.S. superstar. But yet you said Devin Haney's not a superstar. He's not a major draw. So then why would you continue to overpay him? How does that make sense? It doesn't. Jeffrey Smith, my brother, what's going on? It doesn't. We know it don't make sense. El Rivy, brother in the super chat, fights not made because Haney get most of the fights budgets. Ruben Perez, what's going on? Fights not made because these guys don't want to. Adrian Tapia, what's going on? Blue Charles Evans said, "Blue, you frozen?" No, I'm not frozen. I was just asking a question, waiting for somebody to answer it. That's all. Now he says, now see, I told y'all. What did I tell y'all? I deal with facts over feelings, and I tell you every time their feelings are always going to come out. Now look at the brother. He said he's a superstar till he get knocked out. Everybody sees it coming, man. Just stop. Oh, now he's superstar till he get knocked out. Right. Okay. Now everybody sees it coming. D. Atkins, what's going on? Yet Ryan Garcia was on the canvas and George Kambosos Jr. was the ones on the canvas, not Devin Haney. Mississippi Billy, what's going on? You never saw Devin Haney on the canvas. You saw Ryan Garcia and George Kambosos Jr. both on the canvas. But yet you're telling me that he's the one that's going to get knocked out. Right. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K, people. I got to get out of here. I had enough. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Get the likes up. Body Hudson, what's going on? Jonathan Rivera, what's going on? Get the likes up, people, to 1K. Smash the like button. We should have been past 1K. I don't know why. We don't even have 900 likes. That's amazing. That's amazing. Future boxing. I'm going to address you one more time, just because it's fun. So you said DiBella insists Hearn is not telling the truth about the offer saying. You want to believe Hearn now because it works in your favor. How does it work in my favor? First of all, let me start by there. Let's start right there. How's it working in my favor? Secondly, now watch this. He said it's working in my favor, right? Now watch this now. Watch this now. He said you want to believe Eddie Hearn because it works in your favor. No, I'm listening to my common sense. So now let me show you something. before Devin Haney, the week after Joseph Diaz beat George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, Lou DiBella was on a podcast before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Diaz that Saturday. Lou DiBella was on the Boxing Voice and said he had no interest in negotiating with Devin Haney because he's an email champion. He's not a real champion. That's before Devin Haney even beat Joseph Diaz. So that's before they even began negotiating. He told you already that his number one objective was to try and secure a fight with Tank Davis, the winner of Lomachenko, Richard Comey, or even a fight with Ryan Garcia. This is what Lou DiBella told you. And he said, Devin Haney's an email champion. He's not a real champion. We're not even thinking about Devin Haney. That's what he said. So now you're trying to tell me that suddenly he has all the interest and it's Devin Haney and his side that don't have the interest. I'm going to ask you again. He already told you before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Diaz that he didn't have interest in negotiating. So why do you think he have interest in negotiating now? Explain. And so here's the thing. Now, let me show you something else. Because see, you said Lou DiBella continued to tell, okay, cool, let's go off of that. Lou DiBella said he made an offer to Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is pricing himself out. That's what he said, right? Right. Kevin Thomas, what's going on? Now watch this now. Cody Maxwell, what's going on? GD, what's going on? Michael Lee, what's going on? Now, Lou DiBella said that they can't find a number to satisfy Devin Haney. But yet, George Kambosos Jr. came right behind Lou DiBella. John Kramer, Weird TV, what's going on? Jaguar, what's going on? Then George Kambosos came right behind Lou DiBella, and George Kambosos Jr. said Devin Haney need to sell his jewelry so that Devin Haney could pay the purse to George Kambosos Jr. Are they paying the purse to you, or did you send the offer to him? THT, kid from Philly, what's going on? Jamal Wright, what's going on? So I'm confused. No sore spot, what's going on? You want Devin Haney to send you a contract. But then get this, though. Lou DiBella stated he made an offer to Devin Haney, and the counter offer was atrocious. Now, watch this now. You made an offer. So you mean to tell me Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn and DAZN made an offer lower than your offer? Juju, what's going on? He made a counter offer that's lower than your offer. Now, come on, people. Bishop, brother in Super Chat, when Blue say, watch this now, game over. Right. Now, check this out, right? So he made a counter offer that was lower than the offer you made. So guess this. We know the counter offer was more than their offer. So if their T-Top, what's going on? Jose Villanueva, what's going on? So if their counter offer was more than your offer and his counter offer was egregious, then what was your offer? And why wouldn't you counter that offer if you truly wanted to fight this fighter? Pink Rihanna 10. Now you're saying it's about the money. No, George Kambosos Jr. said it's about the money. What part are you not paying attention to? I know it says pay attention, but it's actually free. And I was responding to somebody else that said what they said. So I know it says pay attention, but it's actually free. So George Kambosos Jr. is the one that was talking about money. Maybe you missed that part. Right. So you mean to tell me Eddie Hearn in DAZN and Devin Haney made a counter offer to Lou DiBella's offer, and it was lower than the offer that Lou DiBella made to them. And so it was so low that Lou DiBella said, I'm walking away. But get this, though. Now, you in a relationship with somebody, you telling them, hey, listen, I want to marry you. When is the date? When can we get married? And the person says, oh, we could get married. Okay, let me make you an offer now. Okay, so we could get married this day. And then you say, oh man, now you want this offer to be so far away. You don't want to get married. But yet, I'm already negotiating with somebody else to marry somebody else. And then I tell you that their date to get married was so ridiculous that I'm just going to marry the person I was already negotiating with. Well, you wasn't committed to me to begin with. Now, was you? Now, I understand this and more what's going on. Everybody has to have a plan B, right? But according to Mikey Garcia, trainer, Robbie Garcia, former world champion and trainer, Lou DiBella was already calling him a week ago and telling him details about Ryan Garcia and George Kambosos Jr. But I thought you was in negotiations with Devin Haney. Hempstead Jungle, my brother. Salute to the 11550. So you said you was already in negotiations. If you in negotiation with Devin Haney, how are you talking about details for a fight with Ryan Garcia after an interim fight? Juan Martinez, brother in Super Chat, they trying to secure those belts, and Ryan seems easier than Haney, the Kambosos team. This is a fact. Bull Gibson, what's going on? Now, just let that add up to you. Let that sink in. You negotiating with Ryan Garcia, details going on. Oh, we can add this, we can add that. Listen to what Robert Garcia had to say. Oh, we could do this, we could do that to promote the fight. In the interim fight. But then you're trying to tell us you are in deep negotiations with Devin Haney because that's the fight you're trying to make. But Devin Haney is being unrealistic. Come on, people. Come on, people. Just stop already. Just stop. Blue Art, what's going on? Neckbone, what's going on? Just stop. It doesn't even add up. And you know it don't add up. Hey, you a fan of George Kambosos Jr.? You don't care who he fight because you just a fan of his? Joe Mendoza, what's going on? Why you talking about DAZN? Devin's not signed to them. So you expect to fight to take place, especially when they want no part of the Devin? Joe Mendoza, where did you get that from? Part twice, what's going on? See, this is what I'm talking about. John Wick, what's going on? You get people, this is what I'm talking about. These guys, Joe Mendoza's not a fan. He's talking about, why am I talking about DAZN and Devin Haney's not signed to DAZN? He does a fight by fight. Show me Joe Mendoza. Watch this now. When was the last fight Devin Haney had not on DAZN? Since they don't want nothing to do with him. So you trying to tell me DAZN don't want nothing to do with a massive fight for Devin Haney, but they'll take B-level fights with Devin Haney? So DAZN don't want nothing to do with Devin Haney, but they just. I was there December 4th. I could have sworn that was a DAZN card. When he fought Jorge Linares, I could have sworn. What? I could have sworn that was DAZN, wasn't it? Yeah. So he fought Jorge Linares and Joseph Diaz on DAZN, but a massive fight, they picked that up. But a massive fight with George Kambosos Jr. for Undisputed, they don't want no parts of it? Right. Smash the like button, man. Ashir Shamim, what's going on? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 1K. I got to get out of here. Nathan Beckham, what's going on? That doesn't. You Master Allah. What's going on? Keith Hunter. What's going on? I mean, yeah, Miguel Morales. I mean, we see what this is. That just sound. Does that even sound correct to you? Does that even sound correct? So DAZN, you telling me DAZN gonna do all of this, get all the way to this point that they can have Devin Haney fight for a massive undisputed showdown, and then say, "Yeah, no, we don't want to do it." Right? Okay. Okay. See, I always tell y'all this. Repeat what you when before you hit send and before you say something, repeat it to yourself in the mirror and then ask yourself how it sounds. Say it out loud to yourself. And then once you say it out loud to yourself, see if it has the same merit to it. How about that? Ghost Rider 23, what's going on? Say it to yourself in the mirror and then say, hey man, that don't even sound right. When you say it out loud, it changes everything. When you listening to in your head or when you're sleeping in your dream, it takes on a whole different form, right? But when you say it out loud to yourself in the mirror, it don't sound the same. Right? In your head, you see this beautiful woman walking down the street and you're saying to yourself in your head, man, I'm getting ready to go up to her. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say that. But when you say it out loud, it don't sound right. So that's why if you say it out loud to her, she do this. Right? So you should always say it out loud before you get to her so she don't do this or do this. But get the likes to 1K, people. I appreciate y'all coming through. Steve J, what's going on? Hey, man. You got Ryan Garcia. Now get this, right? Now get this, though. You got Ryan Garcia that hasn't fought in a year. Showed vulnerabilities his last fight. Told you what Devin Haney said ringside. Devin Haney pressed him ringside, and he said, oh, I'm going to fight you next, and didn't even fight him. And then told you he was fighting Manny Pacquiao. That wasn't true. Told you he was going to fight Tank. That wasn't true. Told you he's going to fight Jorge Linares. That didn't happen. Told you he's going to fight Joseph Diaz, and that didn't happen. Told you that Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Lee Smith 05, what's going on? That Isaac Pitbull Cruz was a C-level fighter that Tank should have knocked out. And then they started going back and forth, and then Isaac Cruz said, send me the contract, and that didn't happen. And now he's going to fight Emmanuel Pego that you have no clue who that man is. He only fought twice in the United States. You have no idea who he is. And you're telling me this is the biggest draw at 135. Right. Smash the like button. Sports, what's going on? Get the likes over. I'll be back. Where you going? Oh, all right. I'm about to get ready now. It makes no sense. On to mine. What's going on? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Let me get on out of here. Can't take it no more. Get the likes up to 1K. Dub CPV, my brother. What's going on? Get the likes to 1K, man. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. Let me get on out of here. I appreciate y'all 1,000% coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tate in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Pac-Man ATL Tate. Tate dropped the link. Brian G, what's going on? Let me get out of here, man. Go chill with the family, man. Get the likes up to 1K, man. Why do I have to keep saying get the likes up? We should be past 1K. We should be at 1.1K. We should be at 1.1K. We don't even have. Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. My brother GL in the building, dropping that half a hundo on your boy. Salute to my brother GL in the building, once again dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Booba, blessings, King. What you think about EJ and Ugas? I got EJ by late round stoppage. I'll be in Texas for that fight. I think EJ will unify the welterweight division. I agree with you 1,000%. Now, here's the thing, right? Natty Dread, what's going on? Yordenis Ugas is very confident. I think Yordenis Ugas is coming to fight. I just think that Yordenis Ugas just doesn't have the necessary skill set to keep Errol Spence off of him, honest. I think that Yordenis Ugas is a very skilled boxer. I think he's technically sound, and Yordenis Ugas come from that Cuban school of boxing for sure. He has a great jab. Yordenis Ugas brings that technical aspect to the ring. But at the end of the day, he just doesn't have a lot of power. And if you don't have a lot of power to keep Errol Spence off you, to keep Errol Spence honest, T.Y., what's going on? You're going to be in trouble. And I think that Jose Villanueva, what's going on? The fact that you have so many people doubting GL, the fact that you have so many people doubting Errol Spence, and so many people saying that Errol Spence is, is the injuries and the layoff and the car accident and the eye injury is going to be too much. It's going to factor in. Errol Spence is not going to be the same guy. And all of these people are questioning Errol Spence and that chip on Errol Spence's shoulder. If 80% of Errol Spence beat Danny Garcia the way he beat Danny Garcia, Errol Spence and Danny Garcia has more power. Ugas. That gives Errol Spence something to think about, right? It gives Errol Spence pause for cause. He gotta be careful, right? Even Mikey Garcia has more power than Yordenis Ugas. Sean Porter, right? They're different styles, right? Ugas is a boxer. His style is going to mesh very well with that of Manny Pacquiao. So I know people are looking at the Manny Pacquiao fight and they're looking at the way he, was outboxing Manny Pacquiao, and he does well, very great against southpaws. He outboxes southpaws. His right hand, his jab, all of those things play a major part for sure. For sure. But at the end of the day, you have to have power to keep Errol Spence honest. You have to have power to keep Errol Spence off you. And if you don't have power, right, respect that Errol Spence is going to respect, you're going to be in trouble. Especially Errol Spence. You see how he was. I expect the version of Errol Spence, GL, that showed up against Kell Brook. That's the version of Errol Spence. That's the fight I'm expecting to see from Errol Spence. Not the Mikey Garcia fight, not the Sean Porter fight, not the Danny Garcia fight, not the Lamont Peterson, Chris Algieri fight. No, you're going to see the version that fought Kell Brook against Yordenis Ugas. He's going to high guard. He's going to stay right in Yordenis Ugas' chest. He's going to pressure him. Errol Spence puts a lot of physical and mental pressure on you. Rick 8843, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Errol Spence, John Kramer, what's going on? Errol Spence is going to put a lot of physical and mental pressure on Yordenis Ugas that he's never seen before. And Yordenis Ugas, look at his fight before the last, when he got buzzed and hurt in the 12th round, right? Okay, by Ramos. You understand what I'm saying? Errol Spence is going to put physical and mental pressure on Yordenis Ugas. He's going to high guard. He's going to pressure him. He's going to look to break him down. He has a completely different mindset. Douglas Duran, what's going on? Errol Spence is coming in there to do what he did to Kell Brook. And Yordenis Ugas, yeah, he has a good jab. He's sound, jab, 1-2. He can throw combinations. Cool. In the beginning, Errol Spence, I told you guys, Errol Spence has a habit that I don't like. When you're offensive, he does this jump back, or he'll lean all the way back with his high guard, right? And he gives you openings. That's one thing I don't like that he does. So in the beginning, when Ugas is active with his jab and his right hand and, things of that nature, he'll land that here and there and ooh and ah, the crowd, ooh, 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 because you just see Errol Spence get hit. And so Herbert Johnson was going on. People going ooh and ah, oh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Oh, Errol got hit. Errol's going to slow down the fight. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1K. We should be above 1K. Smash the like button. Don't know why I got to keep saying it. Errol's going to slow down the pace of the fight. Okay, and once he slows down the pace of the fight, he's going to get very, very physical with Yordenis Ugas on the inside. Very physical. And Yordenis Ugas, King Third Eye Supreme, what's going on? Danny Jacobs, man. Danny Jacobs I love Danny Jacobs as a person. He's my dude, but I don't think Danny Jacobs is hungry. I don't think he wants to. I don't think the sport of boxing is first in his life. I think Danny Jacobs is 2 feet out of the sport of boxing. He could snap back into training because, he's never truly out of shape like that. He's not one of those guys. And so, I think it gives Danny Jacobs, he's just not committed. Danny Jacobs, the true 5280 was going on. I don't think Danny Jacobs committed to the sport of boxing anymore. TY, what's going on? So I think that Errol Spence is going to walk Yordenis Ugas down. He's gonna put a lot of physical and mental pressure. He's gonna make it a physical fight. Joe the Beast, what's going on? By the 5th round, right? Now, Errol Spence is gonna get touched coming in the first couple of rounds. In the first couple of rounds, he's gonna get touched coming in because the mindset that he's gonna bring to this fight is not that moving, not the Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia version. Nope, it's gonna be high guard, pressure him mentally and physically. That's why he's going with this nutritionist. That's why he brought strength and conditioning back. Errol Spence is coming in to stop Yordenis Ugas and make a statement, and that's what I think we're going to see, unfortunately, for Yordenis Ugas. And again, people get it confused. Oh, Blue, I'd say this. There's no slight to him. It's just you have physical attributes that you come up short with. Smash the like button. It's no slight to Yordenis Ugas. Easy Walters, what's going on? Garnett Donaldson, my brother, what's going on? It's no slight to Yordenis Ugas. It's just that when you have limitations, certain fighters are going to highlight those limitations. It's just like with Canelo Alvarez. When you have a slick boxer that have quick feet, they're going to highlight Canelo Alvarez's limitations, his slow feet. Period. That's why Floyd Mayweather made him look the way he looked. Lara, even Caleb Plant in the first couple of rounds. Look at the first 5 rounds of Caleb Plant and Canelo because of Caleb Plant's footwork. You understand? And you can't, those are just physical attributes. If you can't dunk, you can't dunk. Period. If you're not a big jumper, if you Mark Jackson, not Derrick Rose, then when Derrick Rose goes to leave his feet, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna dunk on you. I am Payne Gary. What's going on? It's not to say Mark Jackson ain't a good player. It's just to say Mark Jackson got limitations that Derrick Rose is going to the 8th floor and he's dropping you off on the 4th. Period. So Errol Spence has physical, natural southpaw power that Yordenis Ugas, that Manny Pacquiao has power, but Manny Pacquiao delivers his power completely different than Errol Spence, okay? So the southpaw stance that everybody's saying, well, Yordenis Ugas does great against southpaws. He does great. Punch Millette, what's going on? He does great against southpaws. He does great against southpaws, right? Yeah, but the style of southpaws. Manny Pacquiao's been outboxed by many people. It's not the first time we've seen Manny Pacquiao outbox people. Right? Especially by an orthodox fighter that's technically sound with boxing skills. And Yordenis Ugas has a great Cuban school of boxing. Yordenis Ugas is big. Yordenis Ugas has talent. He's skilled. He beat Manny Pacquiao with a basic 1-2. Period. Okay? And Manny Pacquiao, it's not that Manny Pacquiao was hurt. It's just that Manny Pacquiao, you can time Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao likes to overwhelm you. If you can't overwhelm you, a boxer, and you can stay cool, calm, and collective, well, you could beat Manny Pacquiao. Period. And that's what happened with Ugas and Pacquiao. But there's 2 different things between Errol Spence southpaw stance and Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Errol Spence is 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. So Errol Spence is the taller, bigger, stronger, more rangier southpaw than Yordenis Ugas. So he's bigger than Yordenis Ugas. Manny Pacquiao is much smaller than Yordenis Ugas. That means a lot. Salute, Toriano Jenkins, brother. Punch Millette, what's going on? Young Kings Company, brother in Super Chat. Blue, what it do? Just came back back on a date with the wife, and you working. Bless my G. The WBC has ruined the lightweight and middleweight division. Shaking my head. Agreed. I agree with you. Blessed to you and the wife. Storm 4155, what's going on? Hope you had a great night. Anthony Williams, what's going on? Let me get on out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Road. Make sure you like and share videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.